every entrepreneur on YouTube already made it. They're recording the videos from their penthouse, their Maybach, or studio that would cost you a lifetime to afford. And I get why you watch them, but I think it's genuinely wrong because it's only making your life worse. You feel like you're falling behind and they're succeeding in life. And I get you. So by the end of this video, I want you to understand why watching someone who already made it is not a good idea. You only watch the results, not the process itself. You watch how they succeeded, but not how they did it. They only show you the success and rarely the problems that they encounter. And you feel like they're having a good life and you're just very bad at this business. My name is Mesht, I'm 18 years old and I have no clients, but I'm posting anyways. The problem is not you, the problem is the algorithm. They show you content that you may like because it's entertaining and it's not educational. You're searching for someone who made 10k per month on YouTube and you see their lifestyle and you think, wow, they really made it. And you never see all the failures. You only see some of them because they want you to see it to feel like, oh, this is real. But this is not true. You feel like you're worthless and not motivated because you see the big difference between you and them. But what you really need is someone who is in your same stage or close to your stage, who shows the real trenches and failures of their day-to-day work. You may think, why I'm making this video? And because I see a real gap in this industry where people post content just to entertain you and show you something that is not very real. So I'm studying international business and I'm also running one. I implement the stuff I'm studying at school and also the stuff I learn on my own, because a lot of stuff in the educational system is outdated or for big corporations and not for low to mid-size emerging companies. And you see the videos of those successful people on YouTube don't show you the real struggles of day-to-day life. For example, in my school I have a lot of gaps. This may be 1 hour to 3 hours. What I do is I work. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not very productive because I'm not in the setting I usually am to be productive, but I try to get the most out of it. I have the choice of hanging out with friends, but I choose to work. I'm not saying that I'm a beast and I'm all the time working. I hang out with friends a lot, but I book a time for work and then when it's done, I can enjoy myself. And most people on the online space tell you, no, you should work 24/7, which is not feasible and not realistic. And the work I do in those gaps is not very sexy. It's not the kind of footage you would see on YouTube. It's not very entertaining. Let's say I'm drafting some emails or drafting this YouTube video. It takes a lot of time, it needs creativity, but also it needs some manual labor that you should put in every day so that it's very consistent. Some of the work needs focus and deep work, whereas sometimes you just need to be busy. And I've been doing this work for a moment now and no one saw it. And I thought, let's show the world how a student who is 18 is running a business even though he's studying. In a minute, I'm gonna show you the exact tools and system I use to build my agency. And I also want to show you what it looks like when the system doesn't produce anything. I use an app called Adio and I use it as a CRM. I have a leads pipeline where I send emails where I have many touch points. It's very simplistic, but it keeps you working and it keeps you accountable so that you see who you send to in which touch point they are in. I also have Notion, every day a batch of research on some specific leads and I tackle specific problems. I don't do generic emails. And now a lot of people have been using this and it's very efficient and is Claude AI. It helped me optimize my business so much. It used to take me 4 to 5 hours to send emails and do follow-ups, where now it's only 2 or 3 hours with research. And now you can do much more stuff than you ever thought you could. I have a very extensive workspace with a lot of skills and agents that I use tailored for my business, ranging from finance, outreach, prospecting. It's very powerful if you know how to use it. I have 0 clients right now and it's very difficult for me, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I wake up with anxiety attacks. I don't feel like working and I want to show you the problems and all the things I messed up. All of this looks structured. Well, it's not. And I'm gonna show you everything that I go through because these past 3 weeks, nothing happened, even though I've been consistently working, putting so much work in it and nothing comes out of it. Look, I've been doing this work alone. I have not many friends, or at least friends that are not aligned with this kind of journey, and which is understandable. And I've been doing this work alone, on the train, at school, in the classes, and it's very boring. And you feel sometimes depressed because you don't feel connected to anyone because this journey is meant to be alone. At some point, you will have some friends that align with your journey and you will have much more results than you did when you were alone. But I'm not in this step right now. I need to lock in and be alone. My take on this is you should have a bigger purpose for what you're doing. For me, it's helping other businesses grow, and because I genuinely care about that and I want to be independent. It's not a crazy purpose, but it keeps me going, and it's very important because if you have no purpose besides making money, you should think of something that will push you even though you don't feel like it. You feel like, I cannot stop because I made a promise to myself and the people I love that I will succeed, and it should keep you going. And the problem with watching people above your stage is that you don't relate to them. You don't feel the connection because they're already there and you're still in the beginning phase. Whereas if you watch someone who's still starting, then you feel like, yeah, I'm like this. Oh, he's having the same thing, and you never feel alone. And look, every successful person, regardless of their business, did go through this. Hardships are what shapes a man. This channel is for you to have a raw documentary of someone who's building his agency at 18. I'm going to post every week. If that's what you want to watch, please subscribe to the channel. I wish you a very good day, and I'll see you next week.